Greetings! Welcome to Chapter 2, Installing SKSE. That would be Script Extender. It extends the scripting system of Skyrim, in this case, Skyrim Special Edition. If it wasn't for that mod, SKSE, we would not have Sky UI and that beautiful interface, and probably half the mods would not work on Nexus. I mean, it's that important. So let's download SKSE, and you want to go to skse.silverlock.org. That's what is the most plainest looking website in the entire universe, but hey, does the job. You don't want the classic build as for old RAM, the classic Skyrim. You don't want VR, unless you have VR. You want SE, current build. You want to click on 7Z archive and save it. Okay, so now let's take a look at the downloads folder, and there it is. Notice the 7Z extension. Most mods on Nexus, that's how they're put together. Anyway, this would be a little tiny bit of a pain to install because we cannot just install it straightforwardly with MO2. MO2 cannot install the portions of this mod which do not go in the data folder. It's a special mod. So we gotta do half manual and half with MO2, and I'll show you how. You will need to download another piece of software, 7-Zip, from 7-zip.org. You want the newest build, and you want the 64-bit. You can probably use the 32-bit as well, but if you have a 64-bit system, get the 64-bit, hit download, save the file using Firefox here, and click on downloads and run the file, and just say install. 7-Zip is good for other things besides Skyrim, so it's nice to have regardless. And look how fast it installs, and it's free. There's no nagware, no nothing, no commercials, nothing. Okay, so now we go back to that folder, downloads 7-Zip exe over here. That's the installation for 7-Zip. We don't need that anymore, so I'll get rid of that. Now we have the compress archive for SKSE. We right click, we go 7-Zip and extract here. And here we go. This is the archive extracted. As you can see, there's a data folder. MO2 can handle that, but there's an SRC folder outside of that and some loose files that it cannot handle. So we have to copy them manually to where they belong in the Windows folder. So you go C drive, program files. This is most of you. Steam apps, common, Skyrim Special Edition, and we're gonna put it right there in the main folder. I did this like one time before, so they're already there, but I'll do it again to show you. Copy. Oops, forgot one. The source for the SRC folder. So copy all that. Don't copy data, just that. Go to your Skyrim Special Edition folder, paste, and you will just paste them all. Boom, done. Okay, now to finish up, we need to do the MO2 part. So we go back to downloads. There is our archive still in 7Z format. We don't need this one anymore that we extracted. We're done with that part. We just need that. So start MO2 mod organizer. We want Skyrim SE, and we want, as I said before, Skyrim SE. And it's giving me change game. Yes, it's giving me not what I want. Okay. Portable version and Skyrim SE. Okay, there we go. So make sure when you start Skyrim, if you choose the portable version, that it makes sense what you're seeing. But and we haven't installed nothing, so this is great. Okay, so we go downloads. We're gonna put our archive there. Just drag and drop it. Okay, now it shows up. Weirdness. Let's try that again. Now it's empty. We drop it on there. Refresh. There it is. So actually, if I had dropped it and hit refresh, it would have appeared. So, yeah. Now notice it has a weird triangle. All that means is that it was not installed from Nexus Mods, and it doesn't have the extra information it's used to seeing. Now let's double click to install it. It says in red, the content of data does not look valid, and that's because of the files on outside the data folder. So let's fix that so I can install just data portion. And we get rid of this little hint here. Okay. And we already did SRC down to what's new. We copied that manually. So data, we're going to click on data, right click and set data as the data directory. Now it's happy. This is the part we haven't done yet. We go okay, and boom, it did that part. We turn it on, and it should be working. And here's SKSE. We already have it ready to go. And then you hit run. And let's see if it works. Blah, blah, here comes the logo. Okay. Control Alt M. Let's lock the game. CFC Riverwood. Make sure that's working. So when you installed SKSE, you have to start the game with the SKSE loader, so that it would then load the rest. Okay, so we hit escape, we go, and right there in system, it tells you the SKSE version. So if you see all this information down here, then SKSE is running. And that's how you install that. Now, a note, when you are using SKSE with Special Edition, it's going to be sometimes when the new version of the Skyrim executable will be released, mainly because of Creation Club, and they keep changing that portion of it. So then they change the exe for Skyrim. They don't add really new features to Skyrim, not really, but they do change the exe. When that happens, SKSE breaks. Then it takes a few days for them to make an updated version, and then you can install it the same way. Uninstall this, reinstall it, and you're back up and running. In the meantime, though, you cannot play until that's done, because most mods are going to require, well, a lot of mods are going to require SKSE. So you can get around that as a safeguard by using a nice utility called Skyrim SE Backup. And I'm going to show you where it is on Nexus. I use it. It has saved me a bunch of times. And there it is, Skyrimse SE Auto-Backup. You install this, and from that moment on, it will back up your main executable, and when a new version comes, it will save the one that is replacing in a subfolder. So you always have access to old versions of the Skyrim EXE. So you don't have a dead time that you cannot play. You can just copy over the old one and play until they have a new version of SKSE to match that. So we're gonna save that file, Skyrim SE Auto-Backup. Let's open the folder. We're done with SKSE. We can get rid of that. Now working with this guy here. And that one is an RAR file. 7-zip. I don't believe can open that. Let's try. Extract here. Oh, it can. That is so cool. Now, this one is a plugin. That's another one that doesn't use the data folder. It's not really directly, but we can make that one work. I think we can. Let's try it. So let's go downloads, and let's go to Mod Organizer 2, downloads. We drop the archive. There it is, and we double click. We hit OK. It actually installed fine. And that's because it does go in the data folder, just a different place in the data folder. Open Explorer, perfect, it's fine. So you just click it and it's on. So highly recommend Skyrim SE Auto-Backup. It will save you one day when the EXE changes and you have like 200 mods and you really don't want to start the game all over again or wait 2 weeks. So hope that was helpful. That concludes chapter 2.